What's up, Raider fans? Today is your reckoning. Today you find out your record, or what I perceive your record is gonna be. I think it's in your best interest to just tank and go after Caleb Williams. And now you got a quarterback for the next 10, 15 years. But what do I know? I'm just a guy. But we gonna go right through this, and we gonna see where these boys land. I think it's going to be somewhere in hell. So the first game, they going to play the Broncos. I'm looking at the Broncos schedule, and I already see an L. Going to get at to them real quick. So they're going to take that L from the Broncos. That's in week 1. Now week 2, they go to Buffalo. Referencing to my Buffalo schedule, I see another L. So these boys already are starting off 0-2. Now they go to Pittsburgh against the Steelers. And they at home. But guess what? They're going to go up in there and stink up the joint and lose to them Steelers. Because them Steelers got better while you got worse. Let's face it, the Raiders got worse. They picked up a quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Guess what? He's not even able to pass a physical. You don't even know if he's going to play this season. Therefore, you don't even know if you can win. Then, they're going to play the Chargers. Referencing back to my Chargers schedule, I see another L. Then they gonna play the Packers. They should beat this team. Are they gonna beat this team though? I'd have to say, oh hell no. So that's another L by the crappy Packers. But not as crappy. Because they have a little bit better of a quarterback. They at least know who their quarterback's gonna be. I'm just saying. Knowing who the guy's gonna be. Whereas you don't even know if your guy's going to be there. I think you're in a better situation. What do I know? Then they're going to waltz on over. And then they're going to play the Patriots. And I think the Patriots... Wait, let's reference back to New England's schedule. And I have New England beating the Raiders. So that's another L. Take that L, Raiders. But this is the good thing. This is good. You don't want to win these games. You want Caleb Williams. The name of the game is Caleb Williams. That's it. Then they play the Bears in Chicago. And the much improved Bears are going to beat you. Yeah, that's right. They gonna beat you. They got a quarterback. You don't. They got 3 receivers. You don't. You got one guy. And he don't even want to be there no more. You shipped off his guy out of the division. What you get? You get an L. Then they gonna play Detroit. The much improved Lions. And in this game, there's going to be another L. Jared Goff's going to take it to your ass, Raiders. I'm sorry to bring the bad news, but it is what it is. Then they're going to play the Giants. I think you know what time it is. By this point, 2, 4, 6, 8 losses by this point. At this point, if the Raiders are truly 0-8 at this point, I don't think it would be smart for them to even try to beat the Giants, even if they could. Because at 0-8, you're clearly the worst team or vying for it. At that point, you're vying for that number 1 spot, boys. That's what this is all about. You're not trying to win 3, 4 games. That's not what you want to do. That ain't going to help you. What is 3 or 4 games? What is 2, 3, 4 games? If you win 2, one game. That's gonna make you miss out on the quarterback. That's what you need. Screw Jimmy Garoppolo. Screw Derek Carr too. And I liked him. But Caleb Williams, that's a once-in-a-lifetime prospect. It's like getting Andrew Luck. You can't pass on that. You just can't. Then they gonna lose to the Giants. I think they're gonna lose to the Giants because they have to. They're gonna be 0-8, and they're gonna realize we gotta lose. Then they're gonna play the Jets. Let's think about it, guys. Last year they had a better team, and they could barely muster out like 5-6 wins. Now they lost a lot of those guys and their quarterback. Now you expect me to believe they're going to do better? Hell nah. They're going to lose to the Jets. Let me reference. Yep, they're going to lose to the Jets. Then they're going to play the Dolphins. Oh, excuse me. I just got an Amber Alert on my phone. It says a child abduction alert. Well, damn. Well, if you live in the Massachusetts area... Wait, hold on. Oh, it went away. Alright, whatever. It popped up and it went away. Alright. Back to what I was saying. The Dolphins. Oh, they gonna lose to the Dolphins. Oh, yeah. That's an L. Then they're going to play Kansas City, the Chiefs, the defending champs. Let me reference over. Raiders, they beat the Raiders both times, so that's another L. Then they going to play the Vikings, who I don't think are going to be that good, but they're going to be a little bit better than the Raiders, because at least they got a quarterback and a receiver or two. Well, really one. So that's another L. Then they're going to play the Chargers again. You know what time it is. L. Then they play the Chiefs again. L. But then they come to a crossroads. They come to a crossroads, ladies and gentlemen. The Indianapolis Colts. But these guys, they just drafted a quarterback. By this time, he might be on the field. Therefore, he might be better than the Raiders. I don't think Indianapolis is going to be that bad next year, honestly. I think they're going to turn it around with this guy because he's able to run around, too. So, with that being said, I think Indy's going to win this game, guys. Because think about it, Indy's playing to win. They already got their quarterback. So they going whether they win 3 games to 6 games, whatever it is, they're trying to win games because they got their guy. Whether he starts or not, that's another question. He might not start. They might put him later in the year. But if he starts right away, they're playing to win or lose. They're just going to see what happens. Same thing they did with Peyton Manning when he won 1 game or what it was. 2 games, I forget. He didn't win many games his first year, Peyton Manning. Don't forget. He started winning the second year. So that's an L. Then we come to the last game versus the Denver Broncos. I'm going to reference back. And they beat the Raiders, so that's another fat L. So, in other words, I don't see this team winning a game this year, guys. If they do win, it would be against the Colts. And by then, it's week 17. Why would you win in week 17 when you've already lost all those games? So you just got to think. It just doesn't make sense. So I guess that means Josh McDaniels is bye-bye, and he doesn't even get to experience that quarterback. Unless, hear me out, unless the GM is giving him another year, realizing that they're going to suck this year, and saying, all right, if we get that number 1 spot, we get Caleb Williams, I'll give you 1 more year with him as a quarterback. If you can't get it done with him, I can't save your job. It's either that or he's gone after this year, guys. There's no security in the NFL or the NBA. Remember that. It's a business. Oh, and it is just like WWE. As you hear my WWE voice. You gotta play the part. Other than that, boys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.